because I've been seizing the opportunities, the wiki scientists, the science trust. I particularly like the science trust first. So I have to start by thanking you for all the support you have given me. And since this is, in effect, like they said, this is Mardi Gras Tuesday and Carnival Tuesday, let me start by saying that later in the evening, we will have the Scientific Carnival, where we revisit the astronomical aspects of the carnival to demystify this and try to promote a better understanding that these kind of celebrations are usually astronomic events and to promote better understanding between people. We still hope to get kids to be enticed and thrilled with high interest in science. So without further ado, as my friend Zach has said, I will start telling you about the STEAM program. And the STEAM program, it's a binational effort led by myself from Universidad San Carlos de Guatemala, Universidad Galileo, and by Julian Felix from Universidad de Guanajuato. With this program, let me show you a little video to start. So doing a little bit of history, the program started after the State Department honored me with the with a scholarship for the Hidden No More program. With that, we started this team program with support from the U.S. Embassy in Guatemala. And the program started with a couple of conferences, with international conference, where we made the kids to be the center stage. We made them speakers, we made them to promote the workshops. They were leading the conference. And then we started to grow bigger. During the pandemic, we seized the opportunity to do more. The pandemic was a blessing in disguise because it allowed us to perform several activities from home, but also to exploit kids' personalities, kids' strengths, and to help them with the science trust, particularly misinformation. I am particularly interested in trying to promote kids to learn the basic concepts beyond what they can find in social media. So we started our series of seminars in the social media. And since my PPT is not working, apologies, just one quick second. So we started to take experts from around the world to be near students. That was our main goal during the pandemic, to fight that misinformation, to try to make them see what science can do and to bring experts from around the globe closer to them. And since it was the pandemic, we had no funding, and we started to try to do the seminars online so students could work with researchers from around the world. And this is how we started to grow, trying to be creative in the middle of a crisis. So our team split the responsibilities of the program, where I'm doing the funding, the conferences, and the K-12. Professor Felix is doing, from Mexico, the research, and he's the academic part. And then we started to see how we grew. And this is our accumulated data that in the 2020, we reached 100,000 people. And we were thrilled with that. Then in the 2021, we grew beyond our expectations. And then we grew even further in 2022. But in 2023, Guatemala started to go face-to-face activities. We were closed longer than other countries. So thank you, Ali. So we started to see a lot of interactions and how to fine-tune our interventions. And in 2022, we started doing face-to-face presentations, and the seminars dropped because we had the eclipse part of the program, the annular eclipse in Mexico. And this year, only in January, we have reached 4,575 people. So we have the expectation that this is going to help us do more. And then we started to find something that fine-tuned our intervention. Facebook is dominated by males, but the Instagram is dominated by females at some point. And then it went back. Some of our activities are 52% participation of women. And that is interesting for us because it allowed us to do more interventions focused in women, which was one of my main goals. As you might imagine, being a physicist in Guatemala, I was alone in the classes, but I was alone. There was no male partners, nowhere, no peers, no nothing. I was the only one in the class. So we wanted to change that reality. With our seminars and activities, these are the countries that we have reached so far. The video needs to be updated, but I haven't had time. So we have reached over 54 countries around the world. We have given small workshops for kids in India, in Dubai, in Germany, and we even won in the Fallen Walls category to be shortlisted. The specific campaigns that we were tailoring for this were celebrations to promote STEAM interest, to pipe kids. So we did the Space Week, and we started to do the Space Week where we had Astronomers Without Borders support, but also NASA GLOVE participants. And our face-to-face interventions with kids are a great success. But there's only so much we can do in face-to-face presentations. We have to still do the social distance, to provide materials and everything. And then we started with the campaign that was sent on the mail for this conference, The Real Women Scientists Like You. We started to promote women who were real to interact with kids. Real women scientists, to demystify that all the women scientists must look like a certain way. There is a diverse world, and we're real. We're doing what we do from our countries, from our corners of the world, but we are not strange people. This is what we're fighting. Sometimes they even think that we are like the fish from The Simpsons with 3 eyes and crazy. And I try to teach kids that. Sometimes they tell me, I didn't know there was a possibility to be a physicist in Guatemala. In this small country, we have physicists and we have mathematicians. Not the many we need, but we're still growing and we hope to promote them. We have several cases of students that had participated in the program, and we're really happy to report that they are entering not only STEAM-oriented career paths, they are entering physics. It was one of my main goals. But please don't tell everybody that I want them to be physicists, because my main message during the campaigns is, I don't care what you study, as long as you study, because that will push you forward. I don't care if they study medicine, if they are studying architecture, if they are engineers. Studying will be the way to go beyond development. The only way that they can go and move forward in the society is by studying. Of course, I want them to be physicists. So we started to interact with the GLOBE IVSS, the International Virtual Science Seminar with kids and undergrads, and we started to train teachers in the GLOBE methodologies. And these are some of the workshops that we have done with, and we do the International Women and Girls on STEAM. I am always seeking speakers for our seminars. So if you want to help us, please join us. I will be happy to have you in our seminars. And we have Women's Days, Space Week, and of course, we have Cosmic Month, where we are seeking to do a monitoring of cosmic rays during the eclipses. and the relation between cosmic rays and low-level planets. In between our results, we have 3 national laboratories involved. That includes LIGO collaborations, DUN collaboration, and Minerva. 3 Nobel Prize winners, 2 Breakthrough Prize winners, over 65 institutions, over 93 speakers, and of course, we had the help of the International Virtual Leadership Program of the US State Department and Fulbright. Our relationship with the Globe NASA grew during the last year, and also our relationship with the American spaces in the US embassies. This particular photo you see here is me during the annular eclipse at the American space in Mexico City. So the network of American spaces is allowing us to do more. The next seminar with the American spaces, I believe it's going to be March 11th. And some of our activities, of course, we do STEAM clubs or STEAM conference that was prior to the pandemic, the crown jewel of our program, you see, but also we have started prototype building. This we had report in the APS March meeting of 2020. We also had several hybrid electromagnetism courses that are co-regional between universities to promote education quality, the STEAM conference, and if you are curious, you see in every single picture, I try to promote women participation, and in particular, girls, because that makes me happy to see women in this country go forward. We have been doing online workshops with teachers, face-to-face teachers training, also international hands-on workshops, mentorships, and international courses of physics. Our regional and STEAM conference, in this particular, we have a mobile planetarium, and I'm really happy to see these girls here because they are from a really far away city in Guatemala, but they are from really low income sector. And they're inside the planetarium, hearing from space, hearing about planets, and they were thrilled. And I was telling them, the cheapest way to teach science is astronomy. I'm not determining it, but to go out at night in a country like this with low level contamination in some parts, it's free. But that's what sparked curiosity. And that's, for starters, how I started. I started asking my father what made the lights at night twinkle. And I'm still wondering why the stars shine at night. I'm a little bit of a romantic sometimes. Not that tomorrow is Valentine's Day, but I hope you all have a great Valentine's Day. But our milestones, and I'm running because I know Zach and Ali have quite an agenda as usual. The first STEAM conference happened in 2018. And we started small. We thought, okay, there's not going to be any interest in this. And I planned for 200 participants. I had 900. It was crazy because part of the program is to provide them with everything, t-shirts, food, transportation, everything. And all the materials are free for them, thanks to the support of the US Embassy, and they can keep it. And then we started at the 2019 STEAM conference. And the 2019 STEAM conference, we had 2,000 participants. Those are the days that I go crazier than what I usually am. But then the pandemic came, and we had to move really quickly and adapt to the online participation. And we started with the online workshops. What we also had our STEAM club, and one interesting result of the STEAM club was that the age was younger and younger. And as you see, we ended up with kids, 4, 5-year-olds that were accompanying the older brother who was participant in the STEM club. And part of my philosophy is everybody who is interested is welcome. I'm not taking them out. And I don't do activities only for women because then I will be doing the reverse discrimination. If I tell them, no, this is only for women and for girls, I will be discriminating boys. So everyone is allowed. These are part of our prizes and awards. I was a finalist in the Science Engage of the Fallen Walls, as I was telling you, but also we won the second place, the silver winner in the 2018 Latin American Reimagine Education Awards. Also, in 2021, we won the silver award for hybrid education because we started implementing metaverse. We did a couple of gaming for them to have during the pandemic. I sometimes we are like clowns in a closed circus because we have to adapt to the new kids. Since they were really bored during the pandemic, we tried to keep them motivated to do a gaming solution, to do extra seminars, to do activities, because the planetarium, for as great as it is an enclosed spot. And we do the narrative to do science in the Little Prince world. We started doing science in the Little Prince world to use the narrative of the Little Prince. And we use Carnival and we use Halloween. So we use all those narratives again. And of course, we do superheroes, and we do one seminar that is going to be online later, and I will share with Zach and Ali the link. Science in Alice in Wonderland, and that is an introduction to quantum world, since next year is the year of quantum, the 100 years of the quantum theory. So we do metaverse, online workshops, and of course, now the crown jewel is the Leo Letterman seminar. I have to update it. It's 1.6 million participants. Each and every single participant is close to my heart, I can tell you. The online workshops that we started, and of course, we were awarded the 80 Exchange from the IBLP, the US State Department, and in December, we won the Bronze Award from Reimagine Education in Latin America category with this program. So how we have grown over time? Well, a lot of work, passion, pride, sweat, tears every single day, but we are really happy to do this. And prior to that, we were doing the only face-to-face intervention. Then we started doing robotics diploma for teachers, the international conference, the metaverse education. Part of what we do, of course, and our guidelines, it's K-12 mentorship, think conference, the research. We still manage to have the two sides. We believe it's the outreach, it's the cornerstone of what we do, what we have to keep doing the research, not only in education, but in high energy physics. So we try to make the link for them to go to the next step. Okay, they are now really thrilled to do this. Okay, we need them to be so thrilled that they want to study physics, and we have to provide the setting in both universities where they can go and do the research. Of course, we're always seeking funding, so I always have this one. So if anyone knows and wants to help us, we need what we are hoping to do. Continue the research, expand the mobile planetarium. Our facilities, as you can imagine, every single university in the world is always seeking for funding to expand and to upgrade. Oh, great, Chantal. I would love to connect. I will post my email in just a few slides. What we want to do is it's a work hub for kids. We want to give them the intermediate work solution. We're working to do where they can assemble electronics in our country. And I know for US, this is like, wow, this is super third world, but there is not a good facility where we can assemble here electronics. The funny thing is that we have to buy them from China, and they go to the US and then come here. That makes it expensive and prohibitive. So we want them to have an intermediate workup. We're giving them the tools, the need for STEM. They already know that. And we want to export the model because we have proven that they are motivated all Latin America where we have done the workshops. And as I promised you, I was going to be short because I don't want to take much of your time. But if anyone wants to connect, help us, please. And if you want to be speaker in a seminar, please send me an email, and I will be really glad and honored to have. And just a quick note, thank you, Oli, because doing the intersection between the Little Prince and Alice in Wonderland has provided us the necessary narrative to help people understand that there is science around us. That physics is something real, not something that they teach in old and boring textbooks like they do in the universities, but something real with real applications, and then they can move it forward. So I appreciate you all. Ali, Zach, Claudia, thank you for the opportunity to share with you. And if someone has any questions, I'm here.